Hello, Facebook. How y'all doing today? I was just thinking that I really wanted to come on and bring some value that you guys could come back. And whether you're watching it live or on the replay, just type. If you're watching on the replay, just type down in the comments #replay. That way I can know just who's watching, who's getting in content and valuable information from these lives. And so I'm just going to go over some quick things to you because people have been asking me about that. This question is different types of body fat. And so I'm just going to go over this. And just remember, there's many different ways to get rid of excess weight and body fat, but there's a lot of more accurate ways. But a lot of the problems is that there's certain methods that can be helpful for one person but useless for another. So it happens because everybody's body's different. It has to do with our gut, what's going on inside our microbiome. And so you should really try to understand how your body gains weight and find an effective way to get rid of the body fat and where your body stores it. So I'm going to go over just a couple things. I took a couple notes just to share with you guys today. There's the first type of body fat is full upper body fat. And this usually starts to accumulate if someone is consuming more calories than you burn, right? So the main cause is overeating and not an active lifestyle, right? So eating more calories than you're burning and no exercise. So obviously do some aerobic exercise, some walking, at least 30 minutes a day. And then try to stay away from, diet drinks or refined sugars, cut out your sugar intake. Those type of things are not beneficial to a person with this type of belly fat. So you're consuming all these unnecessary calories. So number two is a lower abdomen body fat. Some reasons that caused fat to store in the part of your lower abdomen are stress, depression, anxiety, stuff that we kind of bring on ourselves. Avoid stress. Listen to music when you want to. There's a stress hormone called cortisol. It makes fat accumulate in your belly. So a good option for you is to, as I said, listen to comfortable music, take a hot bath, do an infrared sauna, go for a walk, do some breathing exercises. I just got this book, and I'll show you guys this book I just got from John Asraf called Inner Size. And he's got some really good breathing techniques. You can get some of his free videos and stuff on his website. You can use a fat burner that targets that area. My wife and I use one that targets belly fat. People said, oh, you can't target belly fat. There's ingredients in certain body fat things that if you stay inside it'll target visceral fat. And they've done studies after studies. So that's not true. Okay. But try to stay calm. Try to do some breathing exercises I've found that are very beneficial. Lower body fat, kind of like an egg-shaped type of body. It's usually due to excess of gluten in your diet. Okay. I found that if you take this out, or if you just say you're not happy with the size of your lower body, go to a gluten-free diet. There's many, gluten-free diets. I use a paleo form of gluten-free diets with a lot of my clients that I find out that in their gut, that's usually what happens. And it always matches up with what's going on inside the person's body. Usually comes out by way where they have the body fat at. You want to try to mix in some intermittent fasting, but don't on the other days that you don't try not to skip meals. Okay. Use a stair stepper, do steps or stairs to try to work on your muscles in your lower body. Those are a couple things that you can do. There's another one that's called swollen stomach. It's usually, you guys have seen it. It looks like people are pregnant. It's usually from excessive alcohol. And what they say is if you want a flatter stomach, you need to start counting your drinks, like, or not drinking at all. Okay, cutting back. Some people it's hard, but if you must use smaller portions of alcohol, and you also divide your daily portions into smaller portions and eat more often so that you're grazing. Okay, it will increase your metabolism. It will help you to maintain energy, and it'll help you get rid of that excess belly fat. I've incorporated all these. I actually now have the waist that I had back when I was in college, and it just reminded me that I have to start wearing a belt more often. Lower body fat, including lower legs, like the lower extremities. It's very common for women to have leg vein problems during pregnancy when legs may swell. Don't sit without moving for more than 30 minutes. Try to stand up and walk around. If you have the opportunity, lay down, elevate your feet. Heat and ice is a good thing to do on that. Avoid swelling. Zero salty foods. Look at the when you're salting, if you're putting seasonings and stuff on, make sure you have salt-free seasonings. There's another one called upper back fat with large stomach. The main reason this happens is due to inactivity. Men have a tendency to have this back fat and stomach fat. Make sure that you get enough sleep, 7.5 hours of sleep. Okay, sleep deprivation changes hormones. Okay. And it increases your appetite and leads to weight gain, especially in your back and in your stomach. Eat a little bit more foods rich in fiber to help reduce your appetite and caloric consumption. I use a prebiotic and a probiotic that helps me feel full so I don't overeat, and it has some fiber in it. That's the 6 basic ones. Just remember, the most important thing when you're thinking about where your body fat is that you don't just go with the fads. And if you're losing weight just because you're losing weight doesn't mean it's good for you. Like, the big fad is keto and different types of, there's vegan, and vegans say you shouldn't eat meat and all sorts of stuff. Find out what's going on inside your gut. Obviously, if you're eating processed foods, that type of stuff, you're going to have more belly fat, more body fat, more anti-carcinogens and that type of stuff. It's why we eat organic meat whenever we do eat it. We normally only eat chicken and fish, and we don't eat pork. So I hope that this kind of gave you guys to understand that regardless of your body type, there has to be some type of caloric restriction. And I will post this article underneath here and so that you guys can read it and kind of look at it. I put some other stuff in it, but it's kind of the basis of what it talks about. So I hope that this has been very beneficial for you today, that you can kind of get a grasp of why you have belly fat in certain areas and how you can fix it, guys. And, you don't have to be bound to that. So I hope that's been beneficial for you guys today. If you watch it on the replay, just let me know. Give me a hashtag replay. I'd love to give you guys the rest of this article and give you some more information if you need it. So hope it's been beneficial to you guys today. Have a great rest of your day.